Something incredible just happened for Bitcoin. I don't know if you noticed, but this is actually pretty bullish. So let's take a look at the charts. Also, stick around somewhere in the video. I'm going to ask you a question. If you get the answer right, I'm going to pick a winner that wins $100. So definitely keep on watching. And in the meantime, like the video. But first, let's take a look at the charts right here. Because the charts are telling me like, hey, it's nice out there. Right, so let's take a look what I'm looking at. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, feel free to do so. Turn the bell notification on. 30,000 subs, man. Thank you all. Appreciate it. So, not to keep you waiting on what the title was all about, what did Bitcoin just do? Well, what did Bitcoin just do? If you look at the monthly chart right here, not only we now have 6 green months in a row, but also this month was up 43%. If you look when the last time was that happened, this one came close right here, but still, this was 39. Then this one, 30, 36, 47. Yes, from December 2020. So for, well, almost 4 years, Bitcoin has the highest closing month. That's extremely bullish, of course. It didn't even happen in the bull market in 2021. So usually you have the peak, right? The year after that is a bear market. That's usually never when you see those kind of months, of course. Then you have the pre-halving year. That's usually sideways. It's up, but it's also down. It's also nothing spectacular. Then there's the halving year, like we are in right now, which usually goes up, but okay. And then the post-halving year. And the post-halving year is usually most bullish, which is, in our case now, 2025. But 2024 is killing it right now so far. It's absolutely incredible what Bitcoin is doing now. And we broke major resistance on the month, which is beautiful, of course, right? So if we do take a look at Bitcoin right here, this chart has a little more history, of course, so it's a little bit more accurate. If you put it on the monthly chart, you could see like, okay, you know, around this area of 47, 41, that's where big support should be if we have a small correction, right? We had a little resistance right here, and we broke through it. It was pretty damn easy, actually. Now, like I said in the last video as well, it's up very hard, right? Very hard. So what goes up that hard must come down that hard as well. Not exactly that hard, but the harder it goes up, the harder usually the correction is as well. However, we are still doing very, very fine. And what we also discussed is that, hey, Bitcoin is basically sitting at all-time highs right now. Altcoins, if you look at the altcoin chart, they're not, right? They still have like almost a 2x to go. Altcoins are always running behind. However, what we are seeing right now, it's pretty cool that the Bitcoin dominance, if you put it on the daily chart, it is slowing down a little bit right here. So the dominance really seems to have trouble breaking that 55.2 area, give or take. It's also where we struggled right here. If it now happens that Bitcoin stays a little flat, while the dominance is going down, we can finally see altcoins catching up. And some altcoins are already doing fantastic. If I look at my altcoin watch list, Beam is holding up very well. It always just goes up, goes sideways, goes up, goes sideways. So that's a really good move I want to see. AVAX is keeping it very, very, very strong. If we take a look at Solana, it's ripping, just made a new high right there. I honestly, Solana scares the shit out of me. I'm not into Solana right now, and there is no way that I'm thinking about buying Solana right now, to be really honest. Could Solana go to $500? Yeah, of course, could. But the risk reward here is definitely not worth it for me anymore. If you look where it came from, $8, and it's now sitting at 133. If it was on a low cap coin, and I'd be like, okay, it still has room to grow, but this is freaking Solana, right? This is a top 10 coin. How much further can it go at a certain point, right? So again, it could go further, but the risk is not worth it anymore against all the, or the reward is not worth it anymore against all the risk it has. Because if you look at Solana as well, this thing has been mooning like crazy, right? And I fear for Solana that a correction could be pretty big as well. I rather look at coins like, well, Ronin also, but it's lower cap, right? But it also had a rampage, but that's one that I really like. Volker Forge is one that's still, like, it is showing strength right now, but it's not having that huge, massive breakout yet, right? So that could definitely still happen. Let's also go, by the way, over some community questions at the end of the video, which is also always interesting. But this is overall my, my watch list that I'm looking at right now. Apart from the newer projects, I have around 20% in stables right now, plus what's still getting vested from nodes and pre-sales, etc. And I'm mainly using that money to get into new sales. We had Portal. What the fuck? That was a monster, man. It was beautiful. It was like, I made the Portal video a couple of days ago, and I predicted it to be $3-4, and that's exactly what it did. It was pretty easy to predict based on market cap, etc. But it now looks like it is pretty, finding a ground right here. It's overall losing a little bit of steam, but yeah, and how far you can put TA on a new coin, I don't know. I mean, you could look at it like this: resistance, 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 broke out, test, support, go up. But that's the 15-minute chart. I don't know actually. But Portal was the biggest release this year by far, and the biggest Binance release ever, which is great. I think that Portal over the long term might be pretty interesting, as it shows like, yo, guys, we know exactly what we are doing, right? And they're now coming up with utilities. They're rolling it out. They keep it a little mystery. I like that as well. But they're coming with a launchpad. And I know what you think, like, everything is coming with a launchpad. Yeah, but I'd rather look at launchpads like Portal than whatever for kind of project does a launchpad, because Portal, apparently they know exactly what the hell they are doing, right? So if that's the same case with a launchpad, hey, why would I fade it? So Portal team, congratulations. Not that you're watching this, but still congratulations. Amazing job. If you want to ask me, like, yeah, is it a good moment to buy Portal right now or not? Can't tell you, man. It's a high risk to buy such a new coin. But, I don't know. It has a 2.5 billion fully diluted market cap. That's what I can say about it. But then again, there were projects out there with a 20 billion fully diluted market cap in the last bull run. So if you ask me, hey, could it do a 10x from here? I would say I don't necessarily expect it, but it's very possible, right? But getting another 100x out of Portal from these prices, I doubt it. So be a little careful with your expectations right there. If there are some good dips, hey, then you are closer to getting those returns. From this point, it would surprise me, but hey, again, crypto is full of surprises, right? New projects, GT protocol also, it's ripping, man. If you look at this project, it came out at 20 cents. It's now sitting at 4.30. Keeps on climbing as well. This is an interesting one that I haven't talked about really, but this is Beeble. This came out on Chain GPT. Also, look at these things. Don't fade them. Don't be like, oh, I missed the pre-sale, so I'll skip everything. Like, no, I mean, don't get in without researching any tokenomics and stuff like that. But don't necessarily fade a project because it's new and you missed the pre-sale. Some projects, I can already tell you, they come out. Let me show you right here what happened. Yeah, some projects, they come out, right? You be like, oh, fuck, I missed a pre-sale. It didn't work. It's already listed on Binance, whatever. It's not going to work anymore. And never mind. Same as Axie, right? Released, was like, people here already thought like, fucking, I missed it. $10 million market cap, right? Went to a $10 billion market cap, right? That's 1,000x right there, right? 100 million, 1 billion. Yeah, that's 1,000x. Oh! So you know, new projects now sitting at a $10 million market cap. Hey, it doesn't mean that you missed out on anything necessarily. So keep that in mind. If we're talking about such new projects, one that I think is really interesting is Your. And this is going to release on Downmaker. Now, I have no exposure to Downmaker, unfortunately. It's also going to release on ChainGPT. I also personally don't have exposure right there. I do have the tokens, but not a lot of exposure, let me put it like that. But if you manage to get into the pre-sale, it could be really interesting. The tokenomics are already like mega bullish. 50% unlocked at TGE with a 336,000 initial market cap. Micro cap, okay, micro cap. Now, of course, I guess that's excluding liquidity, but what the hell, man? Now, the project itself is really interesting. If we look at the project, it's exactly what we need. Your protocol is the world's first AI-driven content layer for Web3 e-commerce built on Bitcoin and Ethereum. Look, this is fucking interesting. The narratives are all there, man. It's AI, already great, right? But e-commerce, that's fucking big. And it's built on Bitcoin. Well, everybody is talking about that these days, right? It's really interesting. I think I'm gonna make a full video about the project because this is definitely a project that you want to keep your eyes on, if you ask me. They have a solid team. They have, like said, great tokenomics. The product is on point. They have the right hype. They're launching on the right launch pads. The narratives are all lining up. I don't know, man. I absolutely love it. So do check it out. I think that this could be a big one, just like basically everything in this list right here. We can just add it to it. Now, the altcoin market is in general very bullish as well. So, of course, these projects, they release and do well. The altcoin market just showed an amazing sign, something which I think we all love to see. So I want to show you that, but there's something really important. First, I want to take a minute of your time to talk about an amazing giveaway that I'm doing for you guys. As you maybe know, I'm running a Patreon where you can get into exclusive sales, follow influencer wallets like Alex Becker and Elio Trades. I drop exclusive videos right there, show my own portfolio, and even give one-on-one calls. Now, you can win the highest tier for a lifetime worth of $250 per month. So as you see, there is a Bybit link down below. I partnered up with Bybit because it is time for altcoins again. Bitcoin is doing very well and alt season will come. Now, Bybit has a great selection of altcoins. Therefore, I chose to partner up with them. So if you want to buy alts or sell alts, use the link down below. Sign up. That's the first step. Second step, deposit at least $100. And the third step is just trade like you always do, and we will pick the winner based off the highest trading volume. Now, there's always a good reason to sign up because there will be more giveaways in the future, and everybody that signed up to the link is automatically selected, so there's always a chance to win something. Now, let's ride this bull market together. Now, the altcoin market broke huge resistance as well. Not saying that we cannot break it as support as well. That's always a possibility, but it is a strong sign, right? We had this major, area of resistance. If you look at it on the weekly, there's way more to see. We had resistance here before we came up. We had resistance here when we tried to get back up there. We had, once we broke out, huge support right here. Huge support right here as well. And in the middle of the bear market, we even struggled a little bit like, are we really going to do this? Yes! But this area is big. And what we now did is we closed above it, not even on the weekly, but on the monthly, right? That's what we want to see. So we broke above this on the monthly, and now I would really love to see that we take it up from here. If that happens, then it could be super, super, super interesting for altcoins. Also, again, for altcoins goes that the stochastic RSI is completely overbought. That's bullish, right? Overbought doesn't mean like, oh shit, it has been bought up too much. No, it's bullish. Here we were overbought for a couple of months, and what happened? It's basically where we got out of accumulation phase, and only then the bull market started, right? Well, that's interesting. Same in this bull market right here. We were overbought, and that's basically when we got out of this accumulation phase. Then we went into the bull market. Now we are overbought again, and it looks like we are out of the accumulation phase right here. And now we can enter the bull market. Again, doesn't mean we can't have one last final correction. I mean, that happened all the time. It happened here as well, right? But still, overall, the big picture is you're going to make a lot of fucking money. That's the official term for it, I think, if you ask your accountant. So, overall, I would say DCA is the way. Now, let's go over a couple of comments, and let's go also ask a question in this video. For the one that feels like, hey, I want to win $100. I love this community. We reached 30K subs, man. It's unbelievable. So please like the video if you haven't done it already. It helps so freaking much, man. It helps so much. All right. I just go over a couple of random ones though. I've bought $300 worth of Doge. Probably a gamble, but at least it can 1000x. Okay, I don't want to disappoint you, but at least 1000x is a little bit too optimistic, maybe. I don't know about Doge. It already has an $11 million market cap, so not completely sure if that's a possibility. It was sitting at a $300 million market cap in the bull market, so it has some potential. I don't know about the project and why it went down, why it's now here, but you know, it has some potential. But at least 1000x, I can already tell you, won't happen, bro. So keep your expectations in check a little bit, right? If you say, okay, this project can at least do a 10x, that's optimistic. If you say it can at least a 50x, it's really hopeful. But anything above there is just unrealistic and very unlikely to happen. Not impossible, but very unlikely to happen. Nevertheless, I hope it works out for you, though. Should I invest for the long term on Portal? Yeah, I just mentioned it basically. Can't fade Kaspa, top 10 for sure, top 5 eventually next bull market. We'll see. I don't know, man. Top 5 would mean Kaspa, in the top 5 right here. So Bitcoin, Ethereum will stay there. Tether as well. BNB is probably not going anywhere. Solana as well. Kaspa has to do something really shocking to get there. But hey, who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I don't have a Kaspa back myself, though. Can you please say a few words about Hello Labs? Yeah, I don't know enough about Hello Labs to come up with other words than these. I don't know. I don't know about Hello Labs. You're asking the wrong person right here. I can look into it once, but I'm not completely sure. What the hell do we have here? Interesting is the new word to say. How wrong I was throughout the bear season, calling people idiots for saying the cycle could be different. Well, wake up. It's very different. Stop using. Are you talking about me or yourself? I don't get this. Comment. It's very different. Okay. Weird. I can't remember if it's about me that I ever called somebody an idiot because they said that this cycle is different. Nevertheless, I don't think this cycle is different. Look, this is what I said before. On one hand, every cycle is different because, hey, we are now making this exact move in this period, and here we're making a slightly other move in that exact period. So, of course, every cycle is different. Overall, cycles are not different, right? If we look at Bitcoin, top end 2013, top end 2017, top end 2021, bottom end 2014, end 2018, end 2022, right? After that, run up, after that, run up, after that, run up, right? So, and even the corrections in between, like that's for me the biggest reason now to actually confirm for myself that it's not different. I mean, we run up to the 618, rejected. We run up to the 618, rejected. Oh, it's quite a coincidence. or whatever. Oh, what happened here? We're not to the 618, rejected. So it was exactly the same, right? And look, if the major indicators for the cycle is, mostly where the bottom and where the top is, right? Well, the bottom, we just had it, was exactly the same. So let's see if the top somewhere Q3, Q4, 2025, if that doesn't happen, then I would say, okay, this time it was different. But so far, yeah, I don't see a good reason to say it is actually. Okay, let me take a look. What's right there? You found the Serenity Shield a good project. Why don't you say anything about the hack project? Not to blame you or anything, but to warn people that this could happen in crypto. Yeah, what's there to say, really? Serenity Shield was a pre-sale that I invested in, that I spoke about, and eventually there was a hack, and now they're rebranding and they are releasing the token again. So they're also coming up with a solution. Yeah, it's not worthwhile for me to really talk about like, hey, this happened and it's okay again. It's like, yeah, but to warn people that this could happen in crypto, I don't really do that because it feels like anyone that knows about crypto and that's smart enough to buy into a pre-sale or to go on an exchange and knows about these tokens well enough to buy them, I feel they also are smart enough to know that crypto is a digital area and digital areas could get hacked, right? So of course I can guess the disclaimer in every video like, hey, watch out, crypto could get hacked. Watch out, you can get rocked. Watch out, you can lose your keys. Watch out, you did this. But then every video is, 50% full with disclaimers about the, most obvious shit. I kind of assume that people understand that risk, that crypto also has risk, right? It's not my job to constantly talk about the risk. Then there's nothing for the content anymore. But yeah, disclaimer, for every future video, shit is risky, watch out. That's how it works, man. And yeah, I had 20K invested, but I feel like, man, give them time to solve it and it will be okay. Hey, Fomo, do you still think that Sophiaverse will do well? Yeah, I think so. Sophiaverse is, the price chart isn't doing that well. The price chart isn't doing that well. But then again, if we look, for example, at ChainGPT or so, it wasn't also doing well when it came out. And at a certain point, there was enough right there. Now, Sophiaverse, this is the crypto project with the most famous mainstream utility. Everybody knows Sophia the robot. If you don't know about it, search it. It's fucking insane. And this is the token of the project, actually. But it's so much in development still. They released the token too soon. That's, in my opinion, what happened. And therefore, it's not really catching the momentum at the moment. My altcoin back is Doge, Shiba, Doge, ADA, AVAX, and Axie. It is a really... 3 years ago, you would have made it, I think. Well, I think it is. Now... of course, AVAX, I'm fully with you on that. Shiba, I will never buy it. Dogecoin, I will never buy it, but I definitely see Doge staying kind of where it is. Dot might do well. Cardano, I don't feel much for that. And Axie, I think Axie will be fully replaced this cycle because Axie, it is the blue chip gaming token, but on the other hand, it is super high cap and super low quality compared to what's coming out now. And I think a lot of projects will replace Axie. Overall, this is not an altcoin bag that you're going to lose money with if you just have it now and sell it at the end of the bull market for sure. But it's not the biggest moon bag, I think. Any news about Good Morning Fam? Radio silence there last month. Seedified is very much about building. And you have to have a lot of patience sometimes. But when they drop, they drop. But I know just as much as you do. I'm not into some secret group or insider stuff or anything like that. So unfortunately, I can't tell you anything more than you already know. Okay, question for the giveaway to win $100. But this is a fun question, I think. And I'm very curious what you think. Very, very, very. How would the top 10 look like in the full-blown bull market, let's say 2025? I'm so curious what you think. So we have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, BNB, Solana, Lido State, Ether, XRP, USDC, Cardano, and Dogecoin. How do you think that this will look like? Right? Because if you look back in time, coin market cap historical. If you look right there, right? And we go to where we are right now, 4 years ago. So March 2020. So that's kind of where we are right now in the cycle, right? There, it looked like this. Not that different. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP was in it. Bitcoin Cash completely gone. Bitcoin SV completely gone. Litecoin completely gone. EOS completely gone. And Tesla's completely gone, right? So a lot of coins right there, they're completely gone out the top 10. Now, will a lot of these be completely gone out of the top 10? I think XRP will be gone out of the top 10 and Cardano will be gone out of the top 10. Dogecoin will be gone out of the top 10. Bitcoin, Ethereum obviously stay there. BNB probably stays there as well. Solana has a good chance of staying there. Lido staked ETH. Not sure. And USDC will not be there as well because a lot of people will deploy their stables in the bull market, and then the market cap of USDC is of course lower, which will probably be replaced by, I don't know, an avalanche or something, right? Or a new project. Wouldn't surprise me if IMX will be part of the top 10, to be honest. And is that true what I say? Yeah, good. Yeah, maybe. Let me know. Give me your 2025 top 10. Best answer gets $100. I'm gonna pick 2 winners. Okay, pick 2 winners this time because this is slightly more work than average. Yeah. Can we do 7 green months for Bitcoin? Who knows? I would say I would say no. Right? But it could also be yes. Yeah. You know why I say that? Bitcoin is raging so hard. Hey, what's another green candle right there? On the other hand, we have so many green candles. Give us a red one. Just act like you usually do so we actually can get a decent, healthy bull market after that and not to wreck everybody. Give us a red candle. And after a 43% green candle, I think we deserve one right there. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it. Oh, Portal Coin. So I spoke about Portal Coin a couple of days ago. Someone said, stay away or you become exit liquidity. Yeah, or you make a 50x. That's kind of what happens right there. So, yeah. Let me see. Yeah, no, we're gonna wrap it up right there. Guys, thanks for watching. Like the video if you like the video. Don't forget to comment your top 10. Subscribe to the channel. There's a Patreon down below. Don't forget to sign up to Bybit. That's all the homework for today, kids. Let's go continue tomorrow. Bye-bye.